Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, I've given you guys ayat to give the i'rab of, right? No one contacted me regarding them apart from one or two. And one or two, yeah. So basically, I'm assuming everyone did fine in it, because khalas, silence is acceptance, right? Okay, so number 17 and number 18 we're giving to my mum. So would you like to start the Arab, please?
Mathaluhum.
Yep.
It's a mudaf ilayh. Mathalu is example. Whom is of them. Kamathali.
Mathaluhum is their example.
Yeah. Mathaluhum, their example is mudaf ilayh.
Yeah, okay.
Kamathali jar majroor. Allazi ism mawsul.
Yeah.
Istawqada is a verb meaning to light a fire.
On
to
what?
light a
Yeah, to light something. On what what verb?
verb.
Nope. Istaf'ala. Verb 10. Verb 10. Okay.
Then you got narun,
Which is what?
which is object. Maf'ul bihi.
Okay. Don't want to hear object or subject now. Need Arabic only, please.
Falamma,
Okay, so what does that mean? مثلهم كمثل الذي استوقد نارا.
their example
Yeah.
is as example of which, or the one who lights up fire.
Yeah. So their example is like the example of the one who lights a fire. Yeah? A fire. There's no al there, so it's a fire. Okay?
Falamma.
Yep.
Fa is the nafiya,
Yep.
and lamma is zarf makan. Adaat is it's a fail mudari.
Nope.
Fail mazi.
On what pattern? Very good. I think you only know the verb 4 ones. Every time I ask which verb is 4, and this happens to be 4 every time. طيب, أضاءت. How do you know it's the alif there? Like أفعل. Every time you see a verb and has an alif there, and there's 3 other roots there. See, there's 3 other roots there. ضاد, alif, and hamza. Yeah, ضاد, alif, hamza. And there's another extra alif there. So now you automatically see that as verb 4. Yeah. Now, verb 4 past tense verb, meaning
It illuminated.
to illuminate something, or to bring light to something. Actually, Bab 4, remember, afsada means to cause corruption. Ada'a means to cause something to be illuminated. So it has this causal effect, that a person causes something to take place. Okay? Ma hawlahu.
Ma here is maf'ul.
Yeah.
Hawlahu is mudaf ilayh. It's also is an object.
What?
Ma hawla is
Hawlahu is.
is a makan. I thought it was
You were right the first time.
object.
No? What is it?
Mudaf ilayh.
No, yeah, it's mudaf ilayh, but I told you I don't want to hear this object business. What is object in Arabic? مفعول به. مفعول به. طيب. Carry on.
Zahaba
Yeah.
is to go or to take away.
Yeah.
It's
Verb.
fail madi.
Yeah.
Allah is the file of Zahaba.
Good.
Allah took away bi nurihi. Bi is jar. Nuri
Majroor.
majroor, and him is pronoun.
Yeah. So
Zamir.
no. Yeah, it is damir, but binurihim, what does that mean? What construction is that? Okay, not binurihim, nurihim. What is nurihim?
Their light.
So what construction is that? Yeah, someone said, yeah, mudaf mudaf ilayh.
Yes.
So, فَلَمَّا أَضَاعَتْ مَا حَوْلَهُ, when he caused light to surround them, ذَهَبَ اللَّهُ بِنُورِهِمْ, Allah took away their light.
Took away their light.
Yeah.
Wa,
Yeah.
wa here is wow Africa.
Yeah.
وَتَرَكَهُمْ, and
Taraka means?
taraka mean to leave or abandon.
Yeah.
Whom? Abandon them.
So whom is?
The one. Allah.
No, but whom is what in relation to taraka?
Oh, that one. Yes. Without.
No. Yes, it's the object. Taraka means to abandon. So how can that be mudaf to something? It's a verb.
Yes.
It's not the object, it's the mudaf, it's maf'ul bihi. Yeah?
Which means what again?
The object of the verb. He left, he abandoned them. Them being the home. Okay? في ظلمات لا يبصرون.
Fi is jar and zulumatin is majroor.
Well, tell me something more about ظلمات. Singular or plural? Of?
Zulum.
Not ظلم.
Zulma
ظلمة.
means darkness.
Zulm means oppression. Zulmah means darkness. In the singular. Zulumat is multiple amounts of darkness. لا يبصرون. La is?
La is nafia.
Good.
Yubsirun is to see. The
On which verb?
Babu.
Good. Absara yubsiru.
So they fi zulumatin la yubsirun. In darkness, they don't see.
They are not able to see. Good. Carry on.
Sumun, bukmun, umyun. Sumun, bukmun, umyun is mubtada.
Yeah.
Deaf, dumb, blind.
Yeah. Someone bukmun ummi means not having the ability to hear, not having the ability to
Thing.
not comprehend, think, not having the ability to see.
For whom?
Yeah.
So they la
Yeah.
nafia yarji'un.
You know, in a circumstance when you have a sentence like this where he says something and then he says, so therefore, da 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 da, that fa is known as fa sababiyya. Fa sababiyya. So it's the sabab. So because they're deaf, dumb and blind, that's the sabab for them, la yarji'un. Not able to return. Okay, very good.
Can you just translate that? Please?
Yes. مثلهم كمثل الذي استوقد نارا. Their example is the example of the one who lights a fire. فلما أضاءت ما حوله, when it surrounds them with light, when it illuminates around them, ما حوله, what is around them, ذهب الله بنورهم, Allah takes away their light. وتركهم, and He abandons them in darkness. لا يبصرون, they do not have the capability of seeing. They cannot see. صم بكم عمي, unable to hear, unable to comprehend, unable to see. فهم لا يرجون, so they will not return. رجع means to return. يرجع, يرجعون, return. Now, okay, next please.
أو كسيب من السماء. أو is حرف عطف. It's all.
Yeah.
كسيب is indefinite noun.
What's ka? Jar.
Ja.
Like this guy here. Kamithlihi.
Yeah.
So it's ka sayyib. That's why the sayyib is in majroor state because of the ka. Okay?
من السماء is min is harf jar.
It's also jar.
Yeah, that's harf jar.
Yep.
السماء is اسم مجرور. That's the اسم مجرور.
Yeah.
So that's like a rainstorm means from السماء the sky.
Yeah.
فيه is jar مجرور in it. ظلمات is اسم مرفوع, it's darkness. The wow is and the atif. Ra'dun and thunder. Wara'dun and thunder. Again, that's a marfu. This one. Or bark. That wow again is atif.
Yep.
Marfu again. Which means and lightning.
Yes. So, أو كصيب من السماء, or extreme downpour of rain from the heavens. In it is darkness and thunder and lightning. يجعلون.
They put, that's fi'l mudari.
What are the root letters?
Sorry?
What are the root letters of this verb?
يجعل.
No. Three.
جعل.
Ja'ala. To make.
جعل يجعل.
Good.
To put.
So they make or they put or they place.
يجعلون, that's the ضمير متصل, which is the subject. Or
What is?
the يجعلون.
Yeah, it's a verb and in there is a subject.
Yeah.
The verb is to place and in there is they.
Yeah.
Okay, which is from part of the una. Okay, أصابعهم.
So that's اسم منصوب. أصاب.
بيعة.
أصابع.
Broken plural.
Yeah. And then hum is ضمير متصل,
Yeah.
which means their fingers.
ضمير what? Sorry?
ضمير متصل.
ضمير متصل. You're adding a عين. متصل is a attached pronoun.
Yeah.
ضمير متصل. جار مجرور here. Their fingers.
Yes.
أصابع is a broken plural. Singular is أصبع.
Muttasil is
متصل is attached. ضمير متصل is a attached pronoun.
How come it's jar مجرور?
The fingers of them. Sorry, not جار مجرور. مضاف.
مضاف.
مضاف. Sorry. Okay, في آذانهم.
Fi is in, which is harf jar. Adha is ism majroor,
Yeah.
and adhan mi is ism majroor, and then him is damir muttasil again, which is again mudaf ilayh.
Yes.
There is minas sawa'iqi. So min is harf jar again. From sawa'iqi. Ism majroor, is it? The thunderclaps.
Yes.
Ism majroor straight with that one. That's fine. Hadar al-mawti or hadar al-mawt, that's mudaf ilayh. In fear of is hadara. Al-mawti is the death. Wallahu, and Allah. That dhamma is a khabar muqaddam, is like the subject. It's the khabar of the bit that follows. It's marfu.
Which one is that? Sorry.
Wallahu.
No, I'd say that's mubtada.
Isn't that the...
Isn't that khabar muqaddam?
Because the khabar is
could have been-
muhitul bil kafirin, isn't it?
So
Allah is mubtada.
Yeah, but we just come first for
Allah
emphasis.
Yeah, so normally it would be Allah is now is Allah muhitun bil kafirin. Allah is all encompassing of the kuffar. So Allah is the mubtada and the khabar is muhit and the muta'alliq is bil kafirin.
Okay.
What muttalliq?
Muhit is what?
Muhit is the khabar. Allah is the mubtada. Muhit is the khabar. Bil kafirin is muta'alliq. Yeah, so a muta'alliq is that which attaches to another word, right? And that will either be a dharf makan or a jar majroor. So here's a jar majroor here, so it attaches back to something, doesn't it? It has ta'alluq with something. So it has ta'alluq to the muhit. Allah is all encompassing of what? The kafirin.
Bil kafirin, yeah.
Okay.
So the one who encompasses on bil kafirin is the disadvantage, yeah? Yuqadul barqu is... Yuqadu is...
Yakadul.
Yuqadul barqu, which is almost.
Mm-hmm.
That's fi'l mudari. Al-barqu, the lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Yakhtafu, that's again mudari, which snatches away. Abtharahum, so that's ism mansoob, that's what is it?
Broken plural.
Sara.
Broken plural. Basara, absar.
So that's
Qalam,
Jumla
aqlam.
Tafsir, yeah, okay. Hum, so their side.
Mm-hmm.
Kullama, that's the miru tafil, so that's been detached from there. Whenever. Ada'a, it flashes. Which is from my favourite bar.
Okay.
Lahum, jar majroor, for them. Mashaw, they walk.
Mashaw, what is the root letters?
Is it Masha? Masha Yamshi.
Masha yamshi. So what are the root letters then? Mim, sha'an?
Yeah.
No.
Alif.
Yes. But it's alif maqsoora. Yeah? So it's like this.
Okay.
Masha yamshi. Okay, Mashofi. So
Yeah.
whenever it lights, it brings light to them, they walk in it. Good. Yeah. وإذا
وإذا أظلم,
وإذا is
that's Hazman,
yeah.
and it's and when. Azlama is that verb for again.
To bring darkness.
It darkens. Alayhim jar majroor, on them. Qamu, they stand. Walau sha'a Allahu, that waw is the istinaf waw. Law sha'a Allahu, and it sha'a Allahu is sha'a means is to will or something. Is it hand? So it's madi. Allah had willed. La dhahaba, which is that lam is a lam tawqid.
That lam, this lam is, we haven't gone through, it's called tawqeed. Sometimes the la comes to bring emphasis.
Yeah, so it's emphasis on
So emphasis. Tawqeed means emphasis. Bring ta'qeed to something.
He would certainly sort of start
Yeah.
rather than this.
La dhahaba, he would what? Do what?
He'd take away.
Yeah, dhahaba to take away something or to...
Bisam'ihim, which is bisam'i is jar majroor.
Yeah.
Which is their hearing. Wa absari, which is that Y is again atif for the other one. Absari is their sight. Vihim is the mir mutasil again, which is the attached pronoun, and their sight. Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. Inna is the harf nasib.
Nope.
No, sorry.
Mushabbah.
Harf mushabbah. Allah. That's the mansoob. That's the ism of inna, sorry. Allah is the ism of inna. Allah is the upon which is harf jar. Kulli, that's the ism majroor again. Every.
Jar
Kulli
majroor.
is jar majroor. Shay'in, that's the ism majroor.
Jar majroor again.
Why is that jar majroor?
It's compound.
Okay, yes.
Sorry. Sorry, this is mudaf mudaf ilayh.
Affiliation.
It's mudaf mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
And then qadir is
Qadir is the all powerful.
why is it got dhamma then?
It's a ism marfu.
Yeah, why?
Because it's maf'ul.
Anyone? Of?
Oh, sifa.
Allah
No.
ideally.
No.
No, it's not. Oh.
It's the khabar of inna.
So all of this is a khabar of inna?
No. No. I'll explain in the tafsir why this is, okay? Right, come on man, we need to move a bit quicker now. Next, who's next? Ansaima, 21, 22. What we need to do is just explain the words and I'll do the translation, yeah? So ya ayyuha, you probably wouldn't have done this. Ya is a harf nida. Very good by the way so far. Yeah? So it's a harf nida, okay? It's a harf of calling. Oh, like that. Okay? And nas,
Yeah, even nas. Nas is plural.
good.
Nas budu. It's plural fail madi.
No, it's
Rabbakumul ladhi.
no. U'budu is what?
No, fail madi.
No. Amr. Yeah, command.
Command.
Abada, ya'budu, u'bud. So here is actually a hidden dhamma, right? But then obviously because that's there, it facilitates it. Okay?
Rabbakumul ladhi. Rabbakum is mudaf ilayh.
Okay, what's Rabb got fatha? Who are you telling to, they're telling to worship someone.
Your Lord.
Yeah, so what is Rabb then? Why is Rabb got fatha? Yes, object of the worshipping, yeah? Okay, your Lord, good. Alladhi,
Alladhi whom is Muslim.
good.
Khalaqakum.
Yeah,
That's created here. It's fail madi.
good. And the kum,
Whom is attached pronoun.
yeah, it's attached pronoun, but what's its purpose? Created you. So kum is you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what is that in relation to the verb? He created you. He's doing the creating. You is the one being created. So you is maf'ul. Yes, the one being created. Walladina wa,
Walladina wa is the
good,
Alladina, that's mawsul.
good,
Bin qablikum is jar majroor.
excellent.
La'allakum. La'alla.
Anybody remember what la'alla is?
Is it sister of India?
It's the sister of something.
Ghana.
Yes. Sister of Ghana.
La'allakum is maybe you.
Yes.
Tattaqun. That's plural.
Is it noun or verb? تتقون. Nope. اتقى يتقي تتقون. Right? So, all people, worship your Lord, the one who created you, and those who were before you, so that you be people of consciousness, so that you be people of taqwa. الذي. Yeah. Okay, what is it referring to?
Allah.
Yes, good. Because it's a singular mawsul, isn't it? Good.
Ja'ala.
Yeah.
He made.
Good.
Das madi.
Yeah.
Lakumul arda. For you.
Mm-hmm.
Al arda is like earth.
So, why is al-arda got fatha here?
Because that's object.
Excellent. Yes, maf'ul.
Firashan.
This is a bit tough. He made the earth firash.
Flash.
Okay, that's fine. Why has it got fathatain though?
Because there is no
It
al.
is.
Okay, why has it got fatha? Doesn't matter fatha fathatain. Why is it not dhamma?
Because isn't it like a sifa of earth?
Nope. Because like you said, firash has no al. So if it was sifa, it would have an al.
Okay.
Hal. He's making the earth. What's the hal of it? It's a firash. So remember, hal has fathatain. Okay? Yarhamkullah. Okay, was-sama'a.
Sama wa is like fatha.
Yes?
Sama.
Sama is heavens. Or heaven. You made the heaven bina'an.
Bina and roof.
Yeah, or like a fixed. Again, that's hal. Okay?
Wa anzala.
Mm-hmm.
And he sent
Yeah, what bab is that?
of Allah.
Which is the bab number... Doesn't matter, that's fine, as long as you got it. Af'ala, good. But it's bab 4.
Midas samari.
Yeah.
Das jar majrur.
Good?
Ma'an. Again is that fun?
No. Because he sent from the heavens water. So he sent water from the heavens. So what is it? Object. Yeah. Maf'ul bi. The ma is the maf'ul of the inzal.
فأخرج. So he.
Fa is fa sababiyya. So therefore, أخرج به.
So he took out.
Yeah, extracted. Bab 4 again.
Bihi. Das jar majrur.
Meaning with it.
With it.
Mm-hmm.
Minat thamarati. The fruits.
Yeah, from the fruits.
From the fruits. Rizqan lakum.
So rizqan is a provision. Lakum jar majroor for you. Okay? Why is rizqan fathatain?
Hal.
Nope.
Correct. This.
أخرج رزقا به من الثمرات. مفعول به. He's taking out the risk for you.
Or is it tanween though?
No one?
Okay.
فلا تجعلوا.
Fala, so not.
Yeah, so la is
Negation.
negation. تجعلوا
تجعلوا you make
Okay.
is like
Yeah, fine.
فعل مضارع.
Yeah. But shouldn't be تجعلون.
because of la nasib.
That's the last one.
Nasib.
Kill me.
It's
Kill me now.
Negation, yeah.
Negation.
La, it puts you into jazm state.
Jazm. Not nasab. I need to catch you out. Okay? Although, when a nasib comes, it does take off the noon. But this is not a harf nasib. This is a harf
Last.
jazim. Okay? Ay. Okay, so فَلَا تَجْعَلُوا, do not make,
لله
yeah, with Allah,
for Allah
yeah,
أندادا لله يجعل مجرور أندادا
rivals, or competitors, or enemies. Nid is an enemy. Niddun and dad. وأنتم
أنتم تعلمون and you باعث أتى أنتم
pronoun, just a detached pronoun, yeah. And تعلمون,
تعلمون you know.
Good.
Just proven.
yes, excellent. Okay, good. Next, please. Bring forward what you have, inshallah.
وإن واو is of resumption or استنافية.
It's yeah, good.
In is حرف الشرط.
Excellent, very good.
كن is فعل.
Yeah, it's a conjugation of which verb? Anyone?
Kana.
Kana. So kuntum.
تو is ضمير.
Yeah,
في is حرف جر.
excellent.
غيب is اسم مجرور.
Mm-hmm.
مما is حرف جر and اسم موصول.
Good.
نزل
It's also, so mimma is min and ma, so it's jar majroor, but then the ma is also mawsool. Good. Nazzalna,
نزلنا is فعل ماضي.
on which bab? Nazzala. Nazzala.
Fa'al.
Fa'ala. So which bab? Is what you said it? Two? Yes? Fa'ala. So nazzalna. Okay?
نا is ضمير.
Yeah.
على is حرف جر. قدنا is اسم مجرور. نا is ضمير.
What else is this? Abdina. There's something else going on there. Yeah. So our slave. Fa to. That fa. Anything? Anybody? What is that? It's actually connected to the ism shart, which was mentioned at the start. So it's like, for example, if I go to the shops, so I'm going to buy this, 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 and this. So the if is the in at the start, and then this is it's the ataf, it's a fa ataf to the ism shart. Okay? We find that sometimes that the shart is basically conditioned. So if I do something, then this is going to happen. So that then, or that is that fa there, yeah. So the ataf here. Fa'tu. So this is a bit difficult. Ata ya'tu it's the broken plural, okay? And it's not broken plural, it is a weak verb. Okay? Yes. Ata ya'ti. And this is the command. Fa'tu. Bring. Bring. Bisuratin.
John.
Yes.
Min is Hafiza.
Mm-hmm.
Mislihi. Ism Majroor and he is Zamir.
Okay. And what is also mitlihi? Good.
Wa is Ataf.
Mm-hmm.
Fail Amr.
Good.
Shuhada Ism Mansur. Kum is Zamir.
Shuhada is plural broken of shaheed. Shaheed is singular. Shuhada is plural. Witness. Shuhadaakum is also what? Yeah, mudaf mudaf ilayh.
Min is Hafiza.
Mm-hmm.
Duni Ism Majroor.
Mm-hmm.
Allah is Allah.
Okay, why is it got kasra? It's the mudaf ilay of dun. So dun illahi is mudaf mudaf ilayh. Okay?
In is Hafishat. Kuntum Fil Mazi.
Mm-hmm.
Kuntum Fil Mazi in Zamir at the end.
Yeah.
Sabiqeen is Ism Mansur.
Mm-hmm. Very good. That's as far as you got. Okay. Okay, I think we'll stop for there and I'll just give a bit of commentary. Those people who have done the other ones, I'll listen to them next week, inshallah, yeah? Okay, so basically, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so far has been giving us a bit of a discourse as it relates to the hypocrites, munafiqeen. May Allah not make us of them, okay? Now, it's interesting to note here is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala briefly spoke about the muttaqeen people, the people of taqwa, okay? And then He spoke even less about the kuffar, right? He's just dedicated 2 ayah to the kuffar. But now, up until basically this, up to Qadir, so all of this, so basically all of this page from وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ, all of that, all the way up to ala Shaykh Qadir, is all about what? It's all about the munafiqeen, okay? The hypocrites. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after discussing that these people are the ones who are in a great state of tughyan, a great state of transgression, okay, a great state of total loss, He then says that they are the ones, as we mentioned last week, they have exchanged the guidance that they've had for misguidance, for dalala, right? And their transaction has not been fruitful, and they were not of those who were guided. Okay. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings 2 parables here. Okay, and this is the nature of the Quran, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings mithal, وَضَرَبَ اللَّهُ مَثَلًا, and Allah strikes the example. And these mithal are very important for us to reflect upon, because the whole point of an example, the whole point to explain something means that we have to reflect on that example. When a person brings an example, it's for self-reflection. So Allah brings 2 examples here. He says that the example is like the one who starts a fire, and they are when that fire comes on, right, it kind of lights up their surroundings. So the imagery is brought here. Imagine the person is in darkness. They put on a light and it lights up everything around them. And as soon as that light comes on, ذَهَبَ اللَّهُ بِنُورِهِمْ, Allah takes away their nur. Now nur here means light, but it also means sight. It can also mean sight. So Allah takes away their sight and abandons them in darkness. لَا يُبْصِرُونَ, they do not see. They do not have the ability to see. And this is talking about the munafiqeen. See, the munafiqeen, what we mentioned here is that they exchange guidance for misguidance. They exchanged guidance for misguidance. They saw the guidance. They saw the Prophet ﷺ came, and they left that, and they went into misguidance. And here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَلَمَّا أَضَاعَتْ, so what Allah is saying here, that these people are in total darkness. Imagine the situation in Medina. You know, in Medina, there was a famous battle that took place between the Aus and the Khazraj. Can you remember the name? Anybody? Bu'ath. Huge battle. Such a big battle that they killed most of the people are wiped out. They were in a state of darkness, total darkness. Then the Prophet ﷺ, he comes and brings them light, such that everything around them is now, illumined. They see a purpose in their life. But they exchange their guidance, what the Prophet ﷺ comes with, for misguidance, dalala. So then what does Allah do? He takes away their sight, so then they begin to state when they just can't see, they don't know where they're going. And that's what happens to a munafiq. A munafiq, what he will do, he will try to kind of like trick and deceive people. Yukhadi'un Allah. They try to deceive people, they think that they can deceive Allah. But in the end, they get lost. And actually in the Quran mentions about people on Yawm al-Qiyamah, they're like wandering, they don't know what's going on. That's what is spoken about here. They lost their basira. They lost that sight. And Allah took that light away from them. That light came, the Prophet ﷺ came with the Nur al-Hidayah, the light of guidance, but they didn't take that. So Allah took away their sight, so that they couldn't see you. They didn't know where they were going. Okay? Summun, bukmun, umyun, deaf, dumb and blind. That's the state they got to. La yarjun, they will never come back. Never ever come back. Okay? That's parable number one. And that is an extreme parable. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying here, those people, they were not sincere. So Allah took away their sight. Such that basically there's no turning back. Then Allah brings a second parable. Or it's like extreme rain that comes upon from the heavens. In the rain there is darkness and thunder and lightning. What is this? The ayat of the Quran. Just as the ayat of the Quran, inzal, it comes down. Likewise the rain comes down from the heavens. Right? يَجْعَلُونَ أَصَابِعَهُمْ فِي آذَانِهِمْ. They put their fingers in their ears. A munafiq, when he hears the commandments of Allah, which require him to sacrifice, right? They don't want to know. They don't want to know. They don't want to hear it. And it's quite an interesting example. Like imagine a child. If you play with a child, and if a child puts his eyes on his hands on his eyes, he will think no one will see him. Why? Because he sees darkness. So these munafiqeen, they put their fingers in his head. No. I can't hear anything. Can't hear anything. Nothing's going on. Right? I can't hear anything. So that means nothing's being said to me. They're trying to block out the commandments of Allah. And the reason is, why is this imagery brought? Like, thunder. What's it called? As-sawa'iqa. These kind of like extreme, that's what sayyib. This sayyib is like extreme torrential rain. Meaning that the commandments of Allah came down and hit their nufus, hit their nafs, right? With thunder, with lightning, it would shake them. And when they hear the commandments that have been brought upon them, they put their fingers in their ears. Remember who the munafiqeen, as it relates to the seerah, was in Medina. They saw the muhajirin, look at the sacrifice they made. They ran all the way from Mecca, left everything, and came running to Medina. They could not take the fact that, what, we gotta do sacrifice like that? No. I'm not interested in that. No way. And that sometimes happens. That, like for example, we might have people, families, or we might have people that we know, but when you speak to them about Allah, forget, I don't want to hear this, man. Don't talk about this. Yeah, a sign that a person is not happy with the name of Allah being mentioned is a sign of nifaq. May Allah protect us from that, So this is scary, yeah? يَكَادُ الْبَرْقُ يَخْطَفُ أَبْصَارُهُم. It's possible that this lightning snatches their eyesight. كُلَّمَا أَضَاءَتْ مَا حَوْلَهُ أَضَاءَ لَهُمْ مَشَوْفِي وَإِذَا أَظْلَمَ عَلَيْهِمْ قَامُوا. This relates to simple deeds. When the elements of Islam were easy, Mashawfi, they walked with the other Muslims. Yeah, Muslims. Yeah, come on, let's go. Okay? وَإِذَا أَظْلَمَ عَلَيْهِمْ قَامُوا. But when it became difficult, when the darkness came, they just stood. They couldn't take it. And there's an interesting story. One of the battles that took place in the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, it was the Bir Ma'una. That's it. Bir Ma'una was a expedition, long expedition, to the extent where one of the companions who narrates this expedition, he said, our feet opened up the amount of walking we did. Actually opened, they split open the walking that they did. When they started to walk, okay, initially the munafiqeen were like, okay, this is going to be good because Bir Ma'una, we can get some good booty out of this. This is benefit, So Mashofi, they walked with them. Then when they realized, hang on, maybe we got to walk this much, then Abdullah ibn Ubay, the leader of the munafiqeen, and all these people said, oh, forget this. Well, this is too much. Adlam alayhim qamu. Then they just stood. Now we're not interested in this. Where are you walking now? And they went back. Okay? So the point here is that when things get tough, are we of those who moved closer to Allah, or are we those who say, can't do it, stop, right? May Allah protect us from that. وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ لَذَهَبَ بِسَمْعِهِمْ. If Allah wanted, He could have got rid of their hearing, or could have got rid of their sight. Due to that insincerity, Allah gave you everything, and He tested you to see if you were sincere, and you fell short. And if He wanted to, He could have just get rid of your hearing, get rid of your sight, right? But Allah doesn't. He doesn't. And then He says, "Inna Allah ala kulli shayin qadir." Indeed, Allah above all things is qadir. Now this, "Inna Allah ala kulli shayin qadir," is beautiful, right? And I'll tell you why. You see, you have right. So here, there are different variations of this one sentence. Okay, you could have had Allah ala kulli shay qadir. You could have had Allah qadirun ala kulli shay. You could have had Allah yaqdir. So not qadir, but yaqdir, which is the verb. Yaqdiru ala kulli shay. Or we could have had Allah qadir ala kulli shay. Or Allah ala kulli shayin qadir. So instead of qadir. Now, I'll explain to you why none of these will work for the meaning that Allah is bringing here. Number one, inna is so important because inna gives the element of emphasis. So if you take that emphasis out, automatically that's going to get reduced. So Allah brings that emphasis there. Secondly is this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there are different types of qudra, different types of power. Okay? Let's say there's a man and he has this box and he can pick up that box. Right? And there's a man who can pick up this box. And there's a man who can pick up a huge box. Right? This man number one, can he pick up box number two? No, he can only pick up box number one. Right? And this person, he can pick up this one, pick up that one. But can he pick up box number three? No. So this person is known as the qadir of one. This person is known as the qadir of two. But this person number three, he can do all of them. So he is known as qadir. He has power over all of them. That type of power. Alright? So he has an all-encompassing power. So qadir there is not acceptable. The second one is this. Right? So we've eliminated that you have to have it inna. Then Allahu qadirun ala kulli shay. Why can we not swap these around? And the reason for that is this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not here want to emphasize his power, but he wants to emphasize that he has power over what? Ala kulli shay. So he brings that forward. Normal English we would say Allah is powerful over all things. Allah qadirun ala kulli shay. But Allah here is saying Allah above all things is powerful. So the ala kulli shay is brought forward to give emphasis on the fact that it's all things, small, little, big, everything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has power over. And then, so that's eliminated. So why doesn't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring the verb? Because as we said, nouns and verbs. Nouns are timeless. Verbs are time bound. This noun here, yaqdiru, present tense and future tense. Qadir has no time. Always, always powerful. So that's why this is absolutely perfect. And that is the great miracle of this Quran. Every single lafal is in perfect position.
What's that called again when you put the qadir at the end?
Well,
It's
the qadir isn't brought at the end, the ala kulli shay is being brought forward. That's called taqdeem. Yeah. So it would normally be what? Allahu qadirun ala kulli shay. Allah is powerful over all things. Alright? Allah is the mubtada, qadir is the khabar, ala kulli shay is the muta'alliq to qadir. But here the muta'alliq is being brought forward. Why emphasis? All things possible. And even there, it's amazing. Ala means upon. So if you're gonna pick up, if you're trying to pick up a box, right, and you're trying to pick it up from the bottom, it's difficult. If I pick it up from the top, that means I've got strength. Do you understand? So the ala, the actual imagery being brought here, that's upon all things. Okay, like the greater authority in this regard. Okay. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "Oh people and nas," this is a general discussion now. So he's kind of like explained the whole kind of this concept of the munafiqeen. And what's important here is, why does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speak so much about them? Because they're the most confused people. This whole surah, one of the most key themes in this surah is what? Bani Israel. And the Bani Israel fell into one of these three people. Either the muttaqeen, or the kafirin, or the munafiqeen. May Allah not make us of them. And so these are the crimes that they had. So Allah is almost bringing us an introduction to this whole thing. Right? That these are the crimes of the munafiqeen. Now let's see what the Bani Israel, what they got up to. Okay? And that is important for us. The Quran speaks volumes about the Bani Israel, because they are the qawm that came before us. Their final prophet was Isa alayhi salam, came before the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we have to take that lesson, because they had prophet after prophet after prophet, great prophets. Yeah? Musa alayhi salam, Nuh alayhi salam, Isa alayhi salam, great prophets that came to these people. Right? And so the point is, we have to take lessons from this. Then Allah says, "Oh people," a general call. He doesn't say, "Oh Muslimin, oh mu'minin," "Oh people," all people. Worship Allah. Now this u'budu, it has two roots. It has abada, and abuda. Okay? Abada means to worship. Abuda means to be a slave. Our worship is time bound in terms of the ibadat that we do. But our ubudiyah, our slavehood, is timeless. We're always slaves. We're always going to be slaves of Allah. That's why in relation to our, this is interesting, because in relation to our ibadat, we have to know the fiqh, isn't it? How do we pray? What do we do? What's the wajib? What's the fard? All these things. But our slavehood, we sometimes forget the fiqh of that. Our hukuk, how we deal in our transactions, how we deal with other people, we forget that. But that we spend most time in. In a day, how much ibadah do we do? Put it all together, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes to bring all the namaz together. Whereas the rest of the 23 and a half hours, that's us as slaves. So what is he saying? Be totally subservient to your Lord, the one who created you and those before you, so become people of taqwa. So the taqwa call is being brought here again. Be people of taqwa. Yeah? Those who, the one who made for you the earth firash, made it easy for you to walk on. And in Arabic, the word for bed is farash. So a bed is soft, yeah? It's easy to lie upon. And so this earth is easy for us to walk upon. Look how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it easy for us to traverse this earth. No problems, no issues at all. You can walk upon it, right? وَالسَّمَاءَ بِنَاءً, and He's made the earth fixed up. And what's interesting here is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what was He saying that was coming from the heavens before? Thunder, lightning, rain. So He's saying those people, right, who were engaged in nifaq, that's all that it was. Thunder, lightning, rain, terror. But for the people who truly are subservient to Allah, it's fixed up there. Then he says, and then he brings down from it water, and he from the earth brings out rizq for you. How amazing is that? You reflect on the snow that's come down. You just think, where does this come from? You just sit there and think, people, man in all his power and arrogance and ego, go stop the snow then. Go and stop the snow. Man is in standstill. Kayf, huh? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses that same rain from the heavens and gives rizq for us. They say all those little droplets that come down, giving sustenance, rizq for us. Rizqan lakum, to you, definitely to you. Okay? فَلَا تَجْعَلُوا لِلَّهِ أَنْدَادًا. Don't make enemies with Allah. Don't even think about doing that. وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. You know. You people, you see the signs around you. How can you be of those people who then makes enemies with Allah? How? And this is the final thing. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings the signs and bring the parable and bring the reminder, and a person still will not believe, then Allah brings this tahaddi, brings this challenge. وَإِن كُنْتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا. If you are in doubt as to what we have revealed upon our slave, i.e. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And by the way, this abdina is beautiful. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam is being described as the slave of Allah, our slave. What a great honor that is, to be called the slave of God. Allah says, abdina, our slave. Huh? Great, what a great rank. May Allah make us of them. Ameen. Then Allah says, go on, bring a surah. Fa'tu bi surah. Bring one surah, min mithlihi, that is even remotely similar to it. Just bring one surah. And that was the ultimate challenge. See, this Quran, not only is it what do they say in Urdu? Hidayat ka mamba, right? It's a source of guidance, but it's also a linguistic miracle. Because who did the Quran come down to? The linguists, the poets. They were all great in poetry, right? They were all great in poetry. And so the Quran came out, bring one. Bring one surah like this. وَدْعُوا شُهَدَاكُمْ. And call your people. Call those people who can testify that this is truly a great word. مِن دُونِ, except from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, إِن كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ, if you're telling the truth. If you say that this is falsehood, bring something. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually says this in different ways. Sometimes He says, bring 10 surahs like this. Bring one surah like this. Bring one ayah like this. That's the nature of the Quran. It's miraculous in nature. Okay? May Allah make us Ahlul Quran, the people of Quran. One of the companions says, Ahlul Quran, hum Ahlullahi wa khasatu. The people of the Quran are the people of Allah, the select few. Only the select few reflect upon the Quran. Okay? وَأَكْثَرُهُمْ فِي الْغَافِلِينَ. Majority are in the state of heedlessness. May Allah make us of those who reflect. Okay? طيب, inshallah, next week we continue. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.